okay. We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
Okay, Michael, this is hardly fair.
Oh, come on, Jeff, you gotta do the cheer.
This is silly. We filmed this in Santa Monica. My whole team is in Utah. I'm not gonna do this silly cheer by myself.
Jeff, you've gotta do it. This is our big setup to the team spirit competition. Besides, you're not alone. You've got the Jeff puppet with you. Look, Jeff, it doesn't matter that your team's a little bit smaller. Just give it your all. Okay, here we go. One more time, we'll set you up. Ready? Okay. We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit, how about you?
See? That wasn't terrible. You've got a little spirit in you, but you know what, Jeff? You may want to work on the arm movements a little bit.
Well, I'll do that. But in the meantime, can we get started with this Super Saturday video?
You know, you're right. Hey, everybody, I'm Michael Neiman, and with me is the always spirited Jeff Hill, and we want to thank you for joining us at this Super Saturday event here in our brand new corporate headquarter lobby.
Gorgeous. But for those of you attending your very first Super Saturday, here's why we have them. Other than mocking me, the first would be to update everyone on any new announcements coming from HQ.
Yeah, and second, we like to share some training from some of our coaches who are really having success in their business.
And most important, Super Saturday is designed to help you connect with other Team Beachbody coaches. Most coaches are working this business behind a computer and may not experience the bigger picture. This business is deeply rooted in relationships, and the more times you step out of your comfort zone and make real connections with people, the more rewarding this experience will be for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff. You know, sometimes as a coach, you need a little extra support and inspiration. And where do you get that from? From other Team Beachbody coaches, whether it's your upline, downline, or even someone you meet at this Super Saturday event. The support from a team of coaches can be a powerful asset as you grow your business.
And it's for that reason that we're making November Team Spirit Month.
Go team!
We want all of our coaches to work together with their teams in the month of November. We want you to support each other, to hold each other accountable, and cheer each other on as you connect with more people, get them into challenge groups, and get them results.
And we want to celebrate your team spirit. So in the month of November, we are holding our very first Team Spirit competition. That's right, we're gonna have a friendly competition to see how your coach organization stacks up against the competition. And at the end of the month, one team will secure the bragging rights to call themselves our first ever Team Spirit champions.
And this should be fun. We should take a moment, though, to tell everyone how this is going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jeff, you know, at every one of our Beachbody events, we see so many of our coaches sporting their team shirts. So instead of having our traditional Fall Classic competition in November, where we break the coaches up into teams of 3, we thought, why not let coaches compete as the teams they normally associate with?
Well, there's actually hundreds of teams out there. And we've structured the contest so whether you're a big team or a smaller team, you'll all have an equal chance of becoming the Team Spirit champion.
And Jeff, there are some serious bragging rights for the Team Spirit champion. Not only will they have their team name and logo printed on a banner that will be hung here at our corporate headquarters, they'll be recognized at Summit, and every member of the team who earns at least Success Club 5 in November will receive the official Team Spirit Champion t-shirt, also emblazoned with their team logo.
And we also have some other fun recognition as part of the competition, like the team with the most Success Club points, the team with the highest average of Success Club points, also known as helping the most people, and also the largest team, and of course, the team with the most spirit.
Yeah, I love that one. And how are we gonna measure your team spirit? Well, we are gonna be watching you and looking for all of your spirited posts using hashtag Team Beachbody Team Spirit, and make sure you mention your team name in the post.
So first things first, get registered at teambeachbodyteamspirit.com. And when you register, you will provide your team name. And yes, there might be a little strategizing on the bigger teams to determine which team they'll register under, but it's all healthy fun.
and we'll then group the teams based on the individual registrations. So make sure you get your team name right when you provide it for registration. Now, there's no limit to the number of team members, but there is a minimum of 20 on each team. So remember, go to www.teambeachbodyteamspirit.com to get registered, or learn more and check out our FAQ for more information.
So, wait a minute, Michael. I think we have a Zoom call coming in.
A Zoom call? Who would be calling us right now?
We have spirit! Yes, we do! We have spirit! How about you?
Your turn.
All right, let me show you how it's done, Jeff. Ready? Okay. We've got spirit. Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about you?
We love you, Jeff!
You need to work on your arms.
Well, I would have done the splits, but I didn't want to intimidate you. Besides, Jeff, it's not really about us competing. It's about the coaches competing. And another thing that should make it even easier to connect people to Beachbody Solutions in November and earn Success Club points is the long-awaited launch of the latest program from Joel and Jericho, Core to Force. Let's take a look.
If you really want to change your body, the only thing that matters is if you're ready to fight for it. This is Core to Force. Beachbody super trainers Jericho McMatthews and Joel Freeman developed this 30-day core-focused body-shaping program to blast away the fat, knock down serious weight, and carve your entire core for a stronger, leaner physique in just 30 days.
One of the biggest issues that I had when I first started was the love handles. Thanks to Core to Force, abs, arm definition, obliques, my chest. In 30 days, I've never gotten results like that, ever.
Yeah, he did this in 30 days.
3, 2, 1, go.
There's 10 different workouts for maximum variety and rapid results. With one objective, give it everything you've got for 3-minute rounds, just like a real boxing match. To spike your heart rate, burn the calories, and shed the fat. And for the best results, you don't stop fighting till you hear the bell.
We leave it all in the ring, right here. Boom.
And here's the best news. No equipment needed. Because with Core to Force, your body is your resistance. And every move forces your core to respond. So anyone can use these core rotational moves to achieve extraordinary results.
After the second baby, I just couldn't lose the weight. But with Core to Force, it's so easy. I have lost 15 inches with 2 rounds of Core to Force. I feel thinner all over.
Want to lose the belly? You'll attack it in every second of Core to Force.
Since starting Core to Force, I've lost 61 pounds, 39 inches, and 10 inches off my waist. I feel amazing.
You got this!
Boom!
And with Core to Force, people everywhere are punching up the intensity to drop the weight.
It's just gonna make you super fit, fast.
If you want a total knockout body,
You gotta fight for it.
with Core to Force. Core to Force is a Team Beachbody exclusive the entire month of November.
Those coaches who have had the opportunity to be in the Core to Force test group have gotten some tremendous results. And I know at our recent leadership event, Joel and Jericho's Core to Force workout was a huge hit.
You know, Jeff, I can't believe it's taken us this long to mention the leadership retreat. Now, that was quite an event we had last weekend.
Leadership is a really special event. And for those of you who are new, our annual leadership retreat is a training-focused event for our qualified 5-star diamond and above coaches. It's where our top leaders go to learn from one another, to celebrate successes and work together by building stronger alliances.
Yeah, it is definitely an event that you should focus on qualifying for every year. And this year was an especially important one to attend because we introduced something called the vital process.
So let me explain what that is. In the last few years, we took an in-depth look at what works well for us and what doesn't. And we looked at our data, we looked at sales numbers and studied social media, and we interviewed our coaches. And one thing that kept coming back as a strong message, and that was this: people who joined Team Beachbody through challenge groups, who had done the workout programs, who drank Shakeology before starting their coaching business, did better. than those who started coaching without that challenge group experience. And this process of starting out as a customer first is vital to your success as a coach.
It makes sense because when you believe in something and understand how it works, it makes it more natural for you to recommend it to other people.
Exactly. So that's why we're introducing the vital process as a natural framework for coaches to think about how to develop highly productive coaches. The vital process is broken into 4 steps. Step 1 is to get clients started. Now, this step is all about attracting people and developing relationships that will lead to a challenge group invitation and a challenge pack sale.
Yeah, and the next step is about getting those people results. Now, this is such a critical step. Getting people to actually do the workouts, to drink Shakeology, and experience a real transformation is the key to building their belief system. And believing in the Beachbody products and the value of having a coach who keeps you accountable is the most powerful tool that a new coach can have. A challenge group managed through the Challenge Tracker app is the best way to keep people engaged in their programs and get results.
And once this belief system starts to form, step 3 in the vital process is about transitioning them to becoming a coach. And this step includes introducing the coach opportunity to them, signing them up as a coach, and getting them started right with our first 30 activities. Now, if you don't know about the first 30, it's a set of activities that a new coach completes in their first 30 minutes, their first 30 hours, and their first 30 days as a new coach. Things like getting your business set up, having a get started right call with your upline coach, and of course, completing a Coach Basics training.
That is so important. And the final step of the vital process is to continue to develop and mentor those new coaches until they reach the team leader status in the leadership ladder.
Well, for some of you, the steps of the vital process may seem obvious. Others may approach the business a little differently, and that's okay too. The main point is to meet people where they are in their Beachbody journey, whether they want to get results with our products or begin the rewarding journey of coaching others. We definitely know that the most productive coaches are the ones who walk the walk and talk the talk, and they are true advocates of Beachbody.
And that doesn't always automatically happen when someone signs up as a coach. The steps of the vital process helps get them there. Okay, Jeff, that was a quick overview of the vital process, and I know that coaches are going to hear more about it in the coming weeks. But one question that some might be pondering is what happened to the 4 vital behaviors?
Well, it's a great question. The 4 vital behaviors aren't going anywhere. They are the daily activities that are the foundation of what drives the vital process.
So the daily activities of inviting people, being proof that the products work, investing in personal development, and recognizing the success of your customers and coaches never goes away.
Right. I think we've blabbered on long enough. How about a little training from one of our superstar coaches?
That sounds like an excellent idea, but I have one last quick blabber before that.
One quick blabber?
Yeah, it's a good blabber, something that I think our Canadian coaches will be particularly excited about.
Okay, well, blabber away.
All right, Canada, great news. If you haven't already heard, Cafe Latte Shakeology is coming to Canada on November 2nd. I know you've been patiently waiting, and we are very excited to expand the Shakeology family in Canada.
So you were right. That was an excellent blabber.
I told you.
Now let's dive into our coach training. As we talked about, the second step of the vital process is about getting your clients results through challenge groups. Superstar coach Brittany LeGette Shumard has had tremendous success in this area. Let's hear from Brittany.
Hey everybody, I am Brittany LeGette Shumard and I am in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I became a coach in January of 2013, so coming up on 4 years. My first experience with Beachbody products began in 2010 when I purchased P90X from an infomercial. But it wasn't until 2013 when I joined my coach's challenge group that I finally stuck with the program. I know that being a part of a challenge group was the difference maker for me in getting results. I finally had a community that I could plug into and the accountability to show up every day whether I felt like it or not. One way I have found success in keeping my challengers motivated is by asking them to connect with one another beyond health and fitness. For example, I encourage my challengers to share about their families, tell us about their biggest supporters, and sometimes even talk about their favorite non-food reward for reaching goals. As they share different aspects of their life, they begin to find ways to connect with one another on a deeper level. The simplest thing that they have in common can really help them feel more connected to the group, which means they will be more likely to come back to the group and check in even if they haven't been on track in their fitness journey. When they stay plugged in, they are more likely to keep trying. I find that some of the most important aspects of creating a positive experience in a challenge group for our challengers is first to set the expectation. What do you expect of them? How are they going to get the best results? I define results as progress towards your ultimate goal. So sometimes that is establishing new habits. Sometimes that is a number on the scale or in a measurement, or sometimes that's just seeing the way you look differently in pictures. The second thing is the culture that you've created within the group. It couldn't be more demotivating than to join a group and it to be a complete flop. And so that starts with us as coaches to check in there, to show what you're doing on a daily basis, and to really create that culture of, hey, I'm here, I'm showing up with you. I use the My Challenge Tracker app to host my first challenge group of every single month. Once a week, I'll go into the Challenge Tracker portal and look to see how many times my challengers have logged their Shakeology and their workouts. If I notice that one of my challengers has fallen off, it gives me that opportunity to hop on over to Facebook Messenger and send them a voice memo to just check in and see how they're doing. Sometimes all they need is a little extra encouragement or some practical advice to overcome an obstacle, and then they're back in the group, back on track, and ready to get results. I've noticed my challengers sometimes struggle with staying on track. When I sense a decrease in challenger engagement, I will do something that I call Flash Friday challenges. This is just a simple extra little challenge, so maybe a timed plank or a wall sit, and a random winner is selected. Another way that I have encouraged my challengers to stay on track through the weekend specifically is by having the Flash Friday challenger identify the time that they're going to do their workout on Saturday and lay out their workout clothes for Saturday morning. So they'll take a picture of their workout outfit and then they'll post it in the group with the time that they're committing to do their workout. And a random winner is chosen from those Flash Friday challenges. I'll send that winner maybe a little workout tank top, just something fun and small to kind of keep them showing up in the group. If someone isn't seeing results that they want within the time frame of the challenge group, they are invited to also roll over to the next one with me and continue their journey. I began to talk about the next steps as a challenger at the end of the second week of the challenge group. In this post, I'll talk to them about continuing on their journey and joining us in the next challenge group using that same program. The second option I give them is to continue on in the next challenge group, but to switch up their program and start something new. The third option is to invite them to join the team, to be a coach, to pay it forward to other people. And then the fourth option is to take a break, but I make sure that they know that I consistently run 1 or 2 challenge groups every single month, so when they're ready to plug back in, they're welcome. Challenge groups have been so vital in my business. I feel that the most important constant that I've found is simply showing up as the coach, being a challenger myself. I've consistently run 1 or 2 challenge groups every single month for over 3 years. And what it has done for my business is it's allowed me to continue practicing to see what helps my challengers get the best results. It helps me to also show my new coaches how to run groups. And this helps a ton because they are responsible to help me lead the group and they contribute to the engagement and the culture of the challenge. We do it together. My advice for the coach who wants to host a challenge group, but they only have maybe 1 or 2 challengers, is to do one of 2 things. Either just host the challenge group, give them one-on-one attention, give them the best experience that you possibly can so that they are supported. The second example would be to pair up with a success partner and co-host the group together so that each of you have a handful of people and the group is a little bit bigger, because sometimes the larger number group is a little bit more motivating for people. It's a little bit bit more exciting because there's more personalities in there. There's more going on in the group, which can be very encouraging for somebody on their journey.
Great stuff. You know, Jeff, there is so much opportunity to get millions of people the healthy results they've been dreaming of. As Carl pointed out at Summit, if we added up all of our customers we've helped to date, we'll have barely made a dent in connecting to all of the people who could benefit from our products. And when we get those people results and they become natural advocates, which will make them great, productive coaches, we will create lots of volume, which will have a positive impact on people's earnings and lives.
Yeah, I agree, Michael. And lives will be changed in so many great ways, on the outside and on the inside, and yes, also financially. That's what we're all about. And speaking of lives changed, we love to share stories of our coaches who have had their lives changed from being a Team Beachbody coach. Here's one of those special stories. Let's hear from 10-star Diamond coach, Joan Crocker.
My name is Joan Crocker. I am from Falmouth, Maine, and I've been a coach for 2.5 years. I worked in marketing, and while I thought it was really fun, it wasn't something that I saw myself doing forever. I just would sit at my desk and sort of think to myself, is this what I'm put on this planet to do? Is this what I'm meant for? 30 years old, working behind a desk like that every day just didn't feel right to me. But I didn't know a way beyond that or past that. I think from a young age, I was a person who was depressed. I was a person who was overweight. My father was an alcoholic, and so my parents would fight a lot. There was always the worry that something was going to go wrong quickly, because if he drank too much, then he'd, get mean. And that pressure, I think, was something that I don't think a lot of kids have to handle. So I always, I put a smile on my face and pretended that everything was okay. I would sit in my room and eat. I would literally go to the store and pick up the worst things you could possibly eat, chips and cookies and things of that nature, and I would just stuff down my feelings and make myself feel okay. The sad part about that is if you're an emotional eater, when you feel that way, you start eating more, and so it's a vicious cycle that it's hard to get out of. My husband Ren and I have been married for 6 years. He had always been into fitness. He had done P90X, had amazing results, was part of groups on Facebook that I didn't even know he was part of. So when he started working out at home, I did start thinking to myself, well, maybe I should do something. I remember standing on the scale at one point and I was 197 pounds and I just was shocked. I saw a few of my friends on Facebook posting about doing Insanity and they were loving it. It was 2 girls doing it together. They were getting great results. And I just messaged them and I was like, is this something I can do? And they said yes. They said, just take breaks when you need to, but push yourself and go for it. And if you do, you'll have the best results of your life. So I started Insanity the first week of August of 2013. There were times where I would cry in the middle of my workout. There were times where I wanted to quit. And I just had that one sentence running through the back of my head that I heard, like, if you do this and you do it to a T, you'll get the best results you've ever had. So I kept that in my mind the entire time and I just pushed myself. And crossing off those days on the calendar, I did every day straight through the program. And in that time, I lost 30 pounds in 60 days. And it changed my mindset about myself. Like, I really feel like Insanity sort of told me I could do whatever I wanted. I had this epiphany. We were on a flight back from California. We had gone out to a friend's wedding. Many people I hadn't seen in a while commenting about how great I looked and how they've seen my posts on Facebook and how happy I seemed. And I just said to Ryan, I was like, okay, I kind of get it. I get it. With Beachbody and coaching, like, you feel good. Other people are noticing that. And then you have the ability to turn around and help them feel that good. So I jumped on the phone with our upline sponsor. I said, I'll do whatever you tell me to do to be successful in this business. There were times where I didn't want to reach out to new people. There were times where I didn't want to post to Facebook. Things like my before and after picture was really scary. But I actually got over 200 likes on that post. And everybody was like, you look amazing. I want to do what you're doing. And they were just pouring out so much love. It was just another step in like getting past the fear in my life, and everything started just like kind of clicking and feeling really good. My first month as a coach, I made $1,300. And I looked over at Ryan and I said, do you realize we can pay our entire rent, our electric bill, and our cable bill without touching either one of our salaries? It just kept growing from there. The more consistent work I put in, the more people I helped, the more my income grew. I would go to my day job and then I would come home and I would work my business from 6 p.m. till midnight, sometimes later. every day. And that's how I grew my business really fast, was by working hard and realizing it was up to me and that I'm my own CEO. So I have to do the work. I have to find the resources that I need. It's not up to anybody else. At one point, I just, looked at my paycheck from my current job and I looked at my direct deposit from coaching and they matched. And I quit my job. Everything in my life sort of led me here, to help other people through their fears, to help other people through their emotional eating, to help other people realize that, there's this whole coaching opportunity that can change your life. If somebody is even remotely thinking about coaching, there's something in you that's saying, like, this could be for you. So what do you have to lose by trying it? I was the biggest skeptic. I was a complete hater of network marketing. I had all the preconceived notions and never thought I would do it. Flat out told my husband I would never do it. The thing that changed for me is I changed. And so I think that this business is a little bit different. Coaching is different because it changes you from the inside out. It changes your health, it changes your energy, it changes your confidence. It makes you happier and healthier. And with those changes, you can't help but change your mind and think to yourself, I could offer this to somebody else.
These are always such great stories. Thanks, Joan.
Jeff, don't look now, but I think Carl is spying on us from behind the staircase. I told you not to look.
It's a reflex. I couldn't help it. Do you think he wanted to be in this video? Maybe we should have asked him to be in it.
Don't worry, I've got this covered. Carl, come on, we've been waiting for you. Come on over.
What are you guys doing?
Well, just wrapping up Super Saturday.
You got here just in time to do the big inspirational close.
I didn't know we were filming this today.
Really? That's weird. It must have been a mix-up or something. But you know what? We'll get out of the way and you can close out this Super Saturday. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, but wait. I wasn't even prepared for this. What should I talk about?
You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You're always great. Go ahead. Take it away, Carl.
Okay. I'll cover the vital process.
We kind of already covered that.
Core to Force launch.
Yeah, we covered that too. But anything else you want to talk about would be perfect.
Anything else? Okay. The team spirit competition is... You covered that.
But literally, anything else you want to talk about should be great. So we're just going to get out of your way and you can just go ahead.
All right. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Well, let's talk about some big news. Cafe Latte launching
Carl,
in...
I probably should have been just a little bit more specific when I said you could talk about anything. You can talk about anything besides Cafe Latte.
Michael, goodbye. Okay. I want to deliver an important message to you because everything that we talked about, everything that you've seen in this video comes down to one thing: our purpose. Our purpose is to help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Since 2005, when we conceived of the idea of Team Beachbody, we've believed that human beings, coaches, are the secret to helping customers achieve that purpose. We formalized that partnership when we invited customers to be our representatives in 2007, our coaches. And in 2017, we'll celebrate our 10-year anniversary of working together to solve one of the most alarming trends to undermine the quality of life in North America that we know of: obesity, inactivity, unhealthy lifestyle decisions. Over the course of these 10 years, our premise has been proven over and over again. No technology or single program or promotional incentive itself can effectively influence people to change their behavior for the long term. Not a wearable, not a financial incentive, not a digital platform, not even some clever color-coded containers. People still need to influence people. And that thing that influences human behavior and has the prospect to transform lives more powerfully than anything else is that human accountability when focused on a specific goal, a stated purpose. At our core, Team Beachbody is not about the wealth that can be created, even though that opportunity exists and is important. But it's about helping people achieve their specific goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. But being a product of the product is hard without that accountability. And that's why the coaches we see who have staying power and ongoing growth in this business, even in a tough economic environment, well, they're the ones who stay with their customers to help them succeed and truly believe in the products. They became partners, partners with and on purpose. That's what corporate's perspective is and always has been. We're partners with our coaches. We believe in our partnership. Even when things are uncertain or in transition, we believe in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself sometimes, and even if you don't believe in us, you are the most powerful source of influence in the quest to help people which has ever been assembled. And that's why we maintain this partnership and continue to sharpen our tools to be the best partners we can be. We need you. We believe in you. And together, we are poised to help tens of millions of people. But we've got work to do, and it's never going to be easy. But it will be productive if we stay in it for the right reason and with belief and intensity. So let's keep working as partners. Let's stay focused on our purpose, and let's help more people. We are partners on purpose. So let's get to work.
And cut. Hey, I couldn't hear really what you were saying over there, but how did it go?
I think it went well, you know.
And you covered the Beachbody health bet?
What?
The Beachbody health bet. You were going to cover the Beachbody health bet?
I came over and I asked you, what did you want me to talk about? And you said, talk about anything.
Yeah, and I thought for sure anything you'd talk about the Beachbody health bet.
Oh my God. Well,
why don't we just...
All right. Okay. So we are doing another Beachbody health bet in January, and this one is going to be bigger and better than ever, right?
Right. We're going to put in $1 million to seed it.
That's right.
And then $5 we're going to add to the pool for every challenge pack sold in November and December.
But we want to go one level better than we did in September, and that is we are guaranteeing an additional $1 million, which means that basically we're guaranteeing it's going to be a $2 million Beachbody health bet in January.
But if we sell a ton of challenge packs in November and December, potentially those $5 a piece can add up to even over $2 million.
Look, the thing we saw happen in August is it was one of our most active challenge pack months in our history, and then September we got just incredible engagement from people doing their workouts, drinking their shakes, and getting great results. So now we've got November, December to get to work, recruit people into the Beachbody health bet, get them in your challenge tracker groups, and then we're going to see people get great results to kick off the new year.
Check out the FAQ below for more details.
Always a good FAQ.